It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And Memphis is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Grizzlies will be going up against the Toronto Raptors. Taking a look at Toronto, these guys have been rolling. They went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Kawhi Leonard in action tonight, the winner of multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. Shaq, for wing defenders, where do you have him ranked on the all-time list?
Well, I shook his hand the other day, and his hands are as big as mine, Ernie. But to answer your question, I think he's in the conversation with Pippen and Jordan.
And Jordan, wow. Now, he's one of the best perimeter defenders ever, but those guys are in a company because they've done it on a big stage, Shaq. But he's very intelligent. I love the way he approaches the game defensively. But doing it on that big stage consistently as Pippen and Jordan did, whew,
That's saying something.
that's saying a lot.
Time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
We've got the Grizzlies in Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, against an Eastern Conference team here at the FedEx Forum. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The Raptors swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And they're playing some of the most impressive basketball we've seen all season in the NBA. It's hard to think of any team that's played better than they have during this streak.
This could go on for a while at both ends of the floor. Their system working to perfection.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, for decades we have seen elite big men dominate in the paint, but with more and more threes, they now have to cover a lot more ground defensively. So a few executives think the center position may undergo some downsizing in the years to come. Kevin?
Foot speed at a premium. David, as always, thank you. You know, right around, Chris, this time of year, often top contenders begin to separate themselves from the rest of the teams.
Yeah, now is when guys start feeling comfortable. They're getting into their groove, Kevin. This is when they're getting their mojo back, and they're in their roles, and they got their timing. And now you just have to let the ability show through. And how do you do that? By realizing that your muscle memory, realizing that you practice, realizing that you put in the hours, trusting that, and now going out and just being yourself and embracing the moment.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Toronto right now, Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. Jordan is out there with Lowry, and it's Valanciunas in at the center.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Harrison, guarded by Jordan. Conley finds Jackson. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. And Toronto will come the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside for Lowry. Back to Jordan. Looks for Lowry, gets it to him. Over Conley. Lowry can't get it to go.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Knicks in New York.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it. Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Here's Leonard. Second chance shot. And it goes down 2 points.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Anderson against Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there have been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Taking a look at Toronto, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Brooklyn, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And for the Raptors, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship. There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Outside Conley. Can they get it? Here's Jackson. Ibaka with some nice D.
Not getting anything to fall here early. 4 straight misses to start the game.
He had a nice open look right there.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And maybe that'll get them going. They need to find a rhythm.
Well, yeah, it took them a while to get those first points. Maybe this will help their confidence just a little bit.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
And 3 from Jordan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Jordan's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Such a wide open look.
This has been a strength of Conley's throughout his career. A spot-on three-point shooter.
Now here's Jordan. D right on him. Lowry against Conley. Fires for 3. And Jackson with the block. They push it up 4 on 3. Anderson wide open. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Oh, the floor's general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
Lowry kicks to Jordan. Now the pass to Valanciunas. Over Pachulia. No good from Valanciunas. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Memphis. Trailing by 4. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Man, that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
A 3 ball. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, it's too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Now, here's Lowry. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Here's Jordan. Sinks the 15-footer. He's got 7. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Harrison kicks to Jackson. Here's Harrison, guarded by Jordan. Harrison passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Hits the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Lowry looking around. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Ibaka outside. A 3 from Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Jordan. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging about 27 points per, 7 assists, and over 2.5 blocks. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You know, see, we've spoken before about the skills that were hardest for you to develop. What parts of your game were the easiest to strengthen and fine-tune?
Wow, that's a great question, Ken. I have to think about that. The easiest. Well, I would say for me it was whatever I was doing well in college, and so that was on the post, on the right block, stealing James Worthy's spin move. It was easier to get a little bit quicker in that because now I got to see him use it and do it to me. It was easier to have my jump shot or start to get in the place that I wanted it to as a rookie. But why? Because I had one of the greatest shooters of all time, Chris Mullin, there to sit and practice with. And so when you have a great shooter and a mentor like him, it's easier because they explain it to you, and then not only do they explain how to do it, they show you through their work ethic. And so for me, it was pretty easy in those areas because I had a great mentor in Chris Mullin.
I love that story. Toronto's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Leonard. No good, shot missing. Parsons with some nice D.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Davis has got his first points of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Conley. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Jordan kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Jordan. Fires from deep. Green with the rebound. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And it's good for 2. Brooks has got it all tied up now for Memphis.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Leonard. He had 22 points in the win against Indiana.
Don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
Now here's Brooks. They now take the lead. Parsons got 5 now.
And the rhythm Parsons plays with, excellent at realizing when he should shoot off the pass.
And here is Jordan. He had 25 points in the win against Indiana.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Coach Dave Yeager never missed the playoffs as head coach in Memphis. Chris, is it tough to go from that kind of success to a team now in rebuild mode?
You bet it is. I mean, it's a different challenge to build something from the ground up. It takes a lot of patience. You have to appreciate the small moments of progress, even when the wins are few.
Now here's Brooks. Last game we saw him score 14. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Knocked loose. Davis. No good on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. 1:31 left to play in the first. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Conley finds Green. Brooks, left side. Lets it go from 14. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Jordan, the pass to Siakam. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Rab. He dishes it to Conley. Parsons on the wing. 5 to shoot. From 13. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Anunoby, covered by Parsons. Van Vliet kicks to Jordan. Good on the shot. Jordan's got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Conley scanning the floor. Passes to Rab. They need this. Back to the action after this word. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He's one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, I had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Wright. He's out there with Jordan. Anunoby out there with Davis. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Now here's Wright. Outside Jordan. Launches it. Raptors get it back.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Andrew Harrison's checked in for Memphis. And Toronto also making a switch. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Davis. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 4-point game. Green, the pass to Rab. Brooks kicks to Harrison. Just 5 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He ended up with 25 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. That performance is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. And we'll see if he can continue to stay hot.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while. And you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. But the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of us.
Now here's Wright after the miss from Jordan. Wright dishes to Miles. And the three off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Harrison. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. There's the pass to Rabb. Brooks against Wright. Brooks, the pass to Rabb. And another miss by Memphis.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Here's Wright. Great tee that time from Green.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
Pass to Harrison. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Memphis. Pachulia, he's checked in for Rabb. Jackson comes in for Green. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Chandler Parsons. Then for the Raptors, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's Ibaka in for Jordan. Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Knicks in New York. Here's Harrison, defended by Ibaka. To end the cold streak, and the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Miles against Anderson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me.
Shoot two.
Klay Thompson.
Yes.
He comes to mind. And I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in or if it's the way that they approach the game. But, yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely can see them taking the game to another level once their playing days have ended.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. He hits the second from the line. Here's Harrison. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Kicks it to Anderson. Jackson against Lowry. Fires from the wing. And it's Miles with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Anderson following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Anderson finds Brooks. To the middle, here's Harrison. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Harrison's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lowry dishes to Miles. Here's Valanciunas, and the layup's good off the glass. Valanciunas has got his first bucket of the night.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Raptors making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Here's Lowry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Leonard on the wing. Looks for Lowry, gets it to him. And it's in there. And the Raptors lead by 7.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Now here's Brooks. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Harrison, no good.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
Outside Lowry. Right outside. Here's Ibaka, and another basket for Toronto.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Brooks kicks to Harrison. Back to Brooks. Pass to Harrison. Beyond the arc. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Passes it to Valanciunas. Leonard against Anderson. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Fred VanVleet is checked in for DeLon Wright. Shot clock at 5. Leonard inside, working on Anderson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so here's Memphis. They trail by 6. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Pulls up, high post, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 8 points.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Leonard kicks to Lowry. Back to Leonard from outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Jackson. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
A good poise led to good shot selection, and that was the key to maximizing their opportunities.
Here's Anderson. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. To the inside. It's stolen by Lowry. In the corner, it's VanVleet. Back to Lowry. In the corner, it's VanVleet. Clock at 6. And it's blocked.
This is why Pachulia is out here, to make his presence known with blocks like that.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Harrison kicks to Anderson. Inside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks misses.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
The pass to VanVleet. And it goes down 2 points. And the Raptors lead by 13.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Pachulia. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a 3rd foul before halftime.
Some changes for Memphis. JaMychal Green comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And it's Mike Conley in for Harrison. Davis is checked in for Toronto. Here's Anderson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Jackson passes to Anderson. Brooks with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brooks has got 5.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
Down low, Leonard. The rebound by Anderson.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short arm that layup.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Here's Conley. Green kicks to Conley. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, the mid-range game of Conley. Terrific at being assertive and on the attack from him.
Lowry finds Leonard. Now here is Davis. Back to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Ivan Rabb comes in for Jackson. And Parsons subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Kyle Lowry.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
The Grizzlies trail by 8.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's a combination of urgency and efficiency. Let's see how they execute.
Here's Green. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Oh, man, a decent passer at the point guard position. Conley, the more he passes, the better his team is.
Here's Van Vliet. He averages about 5 points a game. He kicks it to Leonard. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Leonard's got 17.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The Raptors out in front, leading by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven this far.
Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Conley out there with Harrison, and it's Pachulia in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Grizzlies. 8-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Now here's Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Ibaka. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Kicks to Valanciunas. Stolen by Conley. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's showing how dangerous he is on the pull-up. Conley, look, you can't back off of him too much, or this is what happens.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. It's good. Leonard's got 19 points.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Here's Harrison. 8 points for him. Passes it to Pachulia. Dishes it to Conley. Leonard against Anderson. And it's sent back by Leonard. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Lowry passes to Jordan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. And now it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Take a look at Jordan, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And so it's Memphis with it. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Here's Harrison. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Harrison's got 10 points in the game.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Lowry kicks to Jordan. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Toronto. And so Jordan nails both of them. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Conley. The teardrop falls in. He's got 14.
Good at getting into a rhythm. Conley, he knows when he's hot and how to ride that wave of the momentum.
Lowry finds Miles. Stolen by Conley. The pass to Harrison. The feed now to Jackson. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Ibaka, the pass to Jordan, and they double up Jordan. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Conley. He's got 14. Down low. From the stripe. Jackson misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Lowry dishes to Jordan. Back to Lowry. Here's Ibaka. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ibaka's got his third basket of the night.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Conley kicks to Jackson to the left wing. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. Rab comes in for Jackson. And Chandler Parsons in for Kyle Anderson. The Raptors also with a sub. Siakam's checked in. Timeout called the Grizzlies. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Here's Conley. The Raptors getting the bucket. Pass to Green. Over Valanciunas. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's Jordan to top the key. Good work defensively by Conley.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Outside, Green, 6 to shoot. And stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Stolen by Michael Conley. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Conley kicks to Brooks. Pass to Rab. Back to Brooks. And it's blocked by Jordan. And he's able to get it back. And they're able to recover. Kicks it out to Parsons. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. But he stays with it. Brooks misses.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Jordan finds Miles. Back to Jordan. Over Brooks. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Green missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
But that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Memphis. Outside, Green. Pass to Conley. Looking to end the run. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Lowry. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Ed Davis is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. OG Anunoby comes in for C.J. Miles. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Parsons. He's got 5. Brooks the pass to Conley. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Conley's got 9 points now in the quarter. Jordan against Brooks. Jordan kicks to Siakam. Back to Jordan. Left side, Davis. Sinks that one from the post. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Van Vliet passes to Jordan. Good on the bucket. Jordan's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Now here is Conley. He's got 16. Nobody near Parsons. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Look, Mike Conley, he's the kind of point guard who does all of the little things. Smart, solid on offense and defense, and consistent with production. He's a true floor leader. I mean, his impact, it goes beyond the numbers, way beyond the numbers.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Now here is Conley. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Floats one up. Here's Rab. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. You take a look at Jordan, a top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
And that one misses. That's off as well, so he misses both. Parsons' shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Here's Anunoby. Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the pass to Rab. Parsons outside. The tray. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It could go. No good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Toronto ahead, delivering the blowout. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Toronto's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. We've got Anunoby. Davis is out there with Wright, and it's Fields in at the 4-man position. Changes up. Van Vliet with the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Early. Pass to Rab. He kicks to Early. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Wright looking around. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big man. being that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy, I can trust it that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be all over the floor to do it. But, you know, besides the fact that there's longer threes taken, or besides the fact that there's more small lineups, I still think it's a feat to be respected, even though we're seeing an increase in them now.
2 shots.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man up.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's Wright with the ball for Toronto. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Early kicks to Ram. Inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Right, the pass to Anunoby. Kicks it out to Allen. Chris Coach turnover. Happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, you know, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes it's obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperations. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired are because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. Outside for Woolridge. Pass to Rab. Banked in off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Wright finds Ibaka. And here is Allen. Six to shoot. It's deflected, and he gets it back. That one falls. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now, here is Singleton, guarded by Wright. Feeds it to Allen. Back to Wright. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. With the fadeaway. Rebound by Singleton.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And Wright kicks to Anunoby. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football. And so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're shacking the fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Raptors. Jordan comes in for Tony Allen.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Now here's Parsons. Passes it to Singleton. Trying to find Woolridge, and he's got it now. Over Jordan. Woolridge's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Jordan. Inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Pachulia is checked in. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their teams. The guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Great perspective on that topic. And the Raptors with the ball, following the score by Memphis. The drive by Jordan. It's rebounded by Memphis. Singleton with it. Anderson outside. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Ibaka. The Raptors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Okay, time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Ed Davis's injury. David, any news there?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Raptors let me know the status. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here's Jordan. A beautiful reverse layup. Jordan's got 31 points.
Now, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Now, here is Singleton. With some arc, and the layup is good.
Ooh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
To Toronto, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Parsons. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Jordan.
Boy, watching Ibaka, he possesses good form and just solid range on his shot.
The Grizzlies shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Goes up to the stripe, and the rejection by Ibaka. Woolridge against Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jordan's got 33.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
Now here's Parsons. Kicks to Singleton. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. C-Webb, you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their games. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And you know, I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, or trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curb on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the offseason and make some free throws.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's the floater, and he sinks the layup. Van Vliet's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silence the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
Offensive rebound, and there's the pass to Early. He kicks it to Anderson. Left side Parsons. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock is at 3. Here's Singleton. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Toronto's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, all day long.
Here is Miles. The Grizzlies making the shot. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Now, here is Singleton. Parsons outside, pass to Early, over Jordan. Early misses. Here's Van Vliet. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
played a good game tonight. Thanks for setting me up.
Yeah, guess what?
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
Interview.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Shaq and Kenny, you're on.
All right.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our post-game guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
My mindset, it was on where I was gonna go get some food after the game because this was on lock as soon as I showed up in the building. I mean, I still haven't decided between a nice steakhouse or just getting some pizza with my crew. Making that decision, probably the hardest thing I'll do all night because the other team provided no challenge, man. No challenge whatsoever.
Well, if you're hungry, you know what I like to eat. Barbecue chicken alert.
Yeah, I know.
And that's going to do it for tonight. For Kenny, for Shaq, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he is. This is Ernie Johnson saying good night. We'll see you again soon.
Here you go.